The content of this video is going to be a little different to what our normal fare of making, fixing, restoration. This video is going to be about White Dog Garage channel, its first year. Bienvenido al canal de White Dog Garage, mi nombre es Bob. My apologies to any Spanish speakers out there for my butchering of your language, and for the rest of you, you'll need to keep watching to find out why I said that. Yes, this is another episode on the White Dog Garage YouTube channel. My name is indeed Bob, and this video is going to be about our first 12 months publishing videos on YouTube. This is my 27th video, so I've already done 26 and I find that totally amazing. I didn't know where the channel would go when I started, but I did want to give it a go. So the White Dog Garage channel has 26 videos on the channel, and these videos are about making, fixing or restoring things, covering a diverse range of workshop specialities. To get a full view of the specialities, it's probably useful to look at my playlist categories. Here I've got tools and making tools. There are 11 videos in this category. Woodwork, for which there are 8 videos. Welding and fabrication is next with 7 videos. There are 6 machining videos, 6 on mechanics, and finally 2 on fabricating items from sheet metal, and there is more than 26 in that, but there's obvious overlap across the categories. Now, YouTube Analytics is a little rabbit warren that you can spend hours in and still come out totally confused. And I'm not going to bore you with excessive detail on the performance of what is really an insignificant little channel, but it occurs to me that you may be watching this to find out hints for your small channel, and I'm probably somebody to watch to see what not to do. But anyhow, let us go forward into analytics. This video could have just been me talking, but I thought I'd make it a little bit more interesting by including some footage of a box being made from sheet metal. The box is part of a bigger build, which will feature in a future episode. However, this is all the more reason why you should subscribe now. So, after 12 months, I've got some 42 subscribers, and I would like to say a big thank you very, very much for subscribing. You are the best bit. Trust me, you're the best bit. However, you're not the majority of my audience. Most of my audience are not subscribers. So to all the lurkers, I would like to say I thank you also. And why haven't you subscribed? Come on, it's not that hard. Just hit the subscribe and then ding the bell so that you're reminded when the new videos come out. Come on now. So speaking of watching videos, my view count's nearly 3,000 and over 10,000 minutes of my videos have been watched. That's even more amazing when you consider that most of my viewers are watching my videos on their phones. And looking at my view counts, I can see that my most popular videos involve motorcycle repairs and maintenance, anything to do with fire, and making phone holders. There you go. Other little gems from YouTube Analytics is that the biggest proportion of my viewers are my fellow Australians. Thanks, Cobber. And the language that my commentary gets translated into most is Spanish, which I can only say, gracias. When I got started on YouTube, my only expertise was I'd watched a lot of YouTube. They say the hardest thing about getting started on YouTube is actually putting up your first video. I'd have to agree with that. You're putting yourself out there, you're hoping your video won't crash and burn. It all takes courage. They also say the key to success is good content. There are two sides to good content, of course. One is having something the audience wants to watch, and the other thing is having good video. When I started, I found that the editing is critical. I initially took way too much video. It's only when you sit down to edit into a 10-minute video, several days of footage, that you realise that you really got to get your act together on actually recording content. My first video took about 3 months part-time to edit. I put it up privately just to get my hands on, or get a handle on the process, and then I deleted it. It was awful. My second video took about 2 months to edit part-time, and I did post that, so it wasn't all wasted. Now, prior to my first public post, I had 2 videos already finished and a one that I was started on, so that when I posted my first video, it was up. I planned on a fortnightly schedule, so I had the next video for 2 weeks' time, and then a video hopefully would arrive for 4 weeks' time. And that's how I got started. And from what I've seen, that is the way to get started. You don't want to end up as one of those channels that's got a video out there for 6 months before they have the next video. So that was just something that I picked up and I thought was a good idea in the beginning. Playing the game on YouTube means putting up regular content. Given my commitments, I decided I could only put up new content every fortnight, and I like my videos to be 10 to 20 minutes long. Anyhow, I got started, and I can tell you it can be a struggle at times putting up a new video, a new maker video, every 2 weeks. Certainly when you're trying to do other things as well. Even worse is you don't want to break the pattern, which means if you want to go away, you've got to stack the videos up. I was in fact out of the country for 3 months during the last 12, or the best part of 3 months during the last 12, and that meant I had to have some 8 videos up, scheduled for different release dates across that period, and you've got to cover not only just before, and of course during, but also after, because when you get back, you've got to make some new content. So it can be a bit of a struggle. My main video unit is a GoPro. Works well in the workshop. When you knock it onto the floor, doesn't break, doesn't stop recording. Any accidents, it's still there. For microphone work for voiceovers, I started off, I used the little microphone that you get with your phone, and then I bought a Snowball. That's what this is. Microphone plugs into the computer, works very nicely. And lately I've got a lav mic which feeds into my phone again, and which just allows me to record without a lot of extra noise in the workshop. I'm very pleased with that as well. So there you go. So you don't need a lot of fancy gear, just a smartphone will do. Plenty of YouTubers use their phone to make videos. Andy Mechanic in New Zealand, JD Bureau in the United States, 2 that I follow, and I'll leave links in the description. They both use their phones to make videos, and they make very good videos. So, you know, you don't have to put a lot of money into a lot of technology. If you are a maker, I'm sure you've watched Jimmy DiResta. Many makers would like to be the new DiResta, and that's fine. However, can I point you at Bob Claggett and I Like to Make Stuff? His channel is much bigger than Jimmy DiResta's. He has a very professional approach. He has the branding, he has the marketing, it's all there. Want to get into the big maker scene? I think it's one worth looking at. Both Jimmy DiResta and Bob Claggett have got millions of subscribers, but they also have big support teams, well, reasonable support teams. I'm a one-man band, so I've focused my learning experience on YouTube on single-person maker channels that are making steady upwards progress from a low base. One YouTube maker that I've been following for a while is Peter Millard, and his channel, The 10-Minute Workshop. He also has a podcast called Measuring Up, which he co-hosts with Andy McLennan of Gosford Handyman. I started watching Peter in early 2017 and stuck with him ever since. He works in London as a carpenter or a cabinet maker, mainly using MDF to make and fit things like bookshelves and alcove units. Personally, I've got no desire to ever work with MDF, but I treat his material both as entertainment and also as training videos for making or following the art of YouTube. In the 2 years or so that I've been watching him, he's gone from 1,000 odd subscribers to over 30,000. In his early career, he was a photographer, and it shows. He makes really, really good videos. It is the videography, the commentary, the pace, the edit, the style that keeps me subscribed, keeps me watching, and I recommend that you check him out. Mistakes? I've made a lot. I've yet to master commentary, I think. My biggest problem is getting the words right. I've experimented with music, and I've just recently started adding cards to my videos. That was an experience. To my mind, I'm yet to settle on a style. I'm getting there, slowly. My videos are all over the place without a story really sticking them all together. My videography needs work, and I've yet to master thumbnails and titles. The list goes on. So, where to now? I certainly have lots of project ideas, so my output will continue. I personally want to work on my videography and my commentary. However, listening to a lot of the advice for small channels, I should be focused on my thumbnails and my titles. However, I've got to say, once I've finished an edit, I've got very little left in me to do thumbnails and titles. But if that's what's required, that's what I'm going to work on. So, anyhow, I hope you found this episode, this update, interesting. If you did like it, I'd welcome a thumbs up. Normal service, nice bit of making. Not that we haven't been doing making here. We have been doing making. But anyhow, normal service will resume with the next video. So if that's what you like, I would welcome your subscription. Don't forget to ding the bell so that you're reminded by YouTube every time a new video comes out from the White Dog Garage YouTube channel. So once again, thank you and adios amigos.